Women crave relationship with these types of men. If you're not this kind of a man, it is difficult for you to get a woman to be submissive and loyal to you. When a woman feel you're not this kind of a man, it is easy for her to really cheat on you, misbehave, disrespect you. So, but if you're this kind of a man, it is difficult for a woman to take you for granted. One thing you notice is that women crave heartless men who have zero emotions when they are dealing with them in a relationship. Those men, they are very, very loyal to them. A man who is always a masculine man who do not take nonsense from a woman. There is a woman you say, oh, she's very submissive, she's very kind, she talks gently. You lose your masculinity because you start looking for love. You will now be too emotional. There are things she do, you want to get away with, you want her to get away with, you don't want to talk about it because you feel, oh, she's a good girl, she's a nice girl. At the end of the day, you will notice that within some time, you notice that that woman will begin to change. She will start becoming disrespectful. That is because you've lost that her craving for you to be emotionless. She doesn't want you to be that too emotional. So if you're that too emotional, you've lost it with that woman. You can never get her to be that kind of a man she really wanted to be. A woman crave a man who is an offensive man, a man who doesn't care, who will always call her out. You did something wrong, he will call you out. He doesn't even care whether you leave him or not. He has options. That is why he will always call you out. He will always tell the woman, oh, this is what you did. This is what you did. I'm never going to take it. So you better not try this with me again. A woman will always value you. She will always respect you and always be submissive. But if you're a kind of man who want to let go of some things, you don't want to call her out, you just feel, okay, let me allow her to be herself. I don't want the relationship to go. A woman do not want you. In a normal sense, you will say, oh, this kind of mother who is emotionless, who will show zero emotions when it comes to things she did that he need to call her out, he need to let go of something. A woman is supposed to not even want to be with him. This is what a woman crave for. This is the kind of a woman, this is the kind of man a woman crave for. A woman wants a man who will always put her in her place, who will always put her in check, who will always show that masculinity in him, who will always show her that he is in charge, he is the leader, who is always want to lead her. But if you make the mistake, because each and every time you are in a relationship with a woman, she's often testing you to see if you will bring out that femininity in you, if you will always want to let go of something, you don't want to call her out. So she will always come out with her masculinity. And if she comes out with her masculinity, that relationship will never remain the same. A woman wants a man who gets other women wet. When she see that you give no heck about her, you don't care, you call her out, you do things, she needs to do the things you know you need. Your needs in the relationship must be met, regardless how she feels about this. This has nothing to do with when a woman know that you can easily get other women's pint wet with the way you carry yourself, with the way you speak, with the way you don't care, you don't show real emotions about the things she's supposed to do for you. Because most men, where you get it wrong with women is where you show too much emotions for the things they're supposed to do for you. You want to let go, you want to please her, you want to do everything, whether she's doing for you or she's not doing for you, because you are too desperate to be with her. You want to see her in your life. You want to see her in your bed. When you're this kind of a man, a woman will stop wanting you. She feels you can't really get other women wet. It's just how you want. So it means that relationship, she will be disrespectful. She will never be loyal. That is where you get her going out to cheat on you, because she knows most times if she come to apologize, you're everly going to take her back. Now, if you're this kind of a man who always get other women wet, you are her number one you're her number one. She will never joke with you. Then a woman wants a man who is indifferent. You're indifferent on how she feels. You don't apologize for things you did nothing about. When you're wrong, you know you're wrong, you own up. You don't care how she thinks about it. You're indifferent with the way she thinks about the way you do things. You're indifferent. It's not as if you go about hurting her, but if you're indifferent, as in you don't know, you don't call her all the time, you know when to call her, even though she's the one always trying to see you did something with her now. You meet her today, you're not calling, you're not paying attention, you're detached. A woman will chase you. She will call you. She will test you. But if you're the type of man that just met her and you're calling her, you want to check up on her, you're always doing that, she will lose attraction. She will lose affection. She doesn't want you because you don't act indifference. You acted as if you need her too much. You need her more than she needs you. So she will now act as if she doesn't really need you. This is where women play games with you. When they see that you are always attracted to them, you feel they feel you can really go any even if they talk to you badly, you keep calling them, you keep testing them. That is one mistake you should make with a woman. If you just meet a woman, restrain yourself from really calling her 247. Let the woman have that hunger to call you, to test you, to ask you how far, how was your day. Those times she's doing that shows she's really interested. That shows she's really chasing. You are the perfect kind of man she really wants. But if you keep chasing, you keep asking her, and most times you see she will be withdrawn, she doesn't want to talk, and you keep doing that, that woman can never ever want you. So have this in the back of your mind. If you are always high sexual value, a woman always will want you because you are what other women want. If you are what other women want, that means she is very careful not to lose you because immediately she leaves you, other women will want you. It means you can really turn her on and you can always maintain her attraction. So if you feel always get her to call her, to always do everything and at her beck and call will always get her to be attracted to you, you lie. A woman do not want that. So if you feel indifferent, it make you to maintain her attraction. That is a very big turn on for a woman. Then the last one is women only fall in love with men they know they are not they only fell in love with men they feel they are not good enough. When they feel they are not good enough, that is when they fall in love. A man that makes them feel they are not good enough, they will everly fall in love with him. They see that your masculinity is enough. You show them that your masculinity is enough. A woman will really fall in love with you when you care less how she is, what she is doing, what she's not doing. A woman will want you to really care. She will want to really ask you how you're doing. Those things you feel you're supposed to be doing it, you're supposed to be too desperate with it, you're supposed to be calling her, you're supposed to be testing her, you're supposed to ask her how her way, how she needs something now, you want to run helter skelter to provide them. When a woman knows that you're doing this, then your masculine energy is not enough. Your masculinity is not enough for her. So she feels you are this kind of a man who can lose his control because he really wants to be with her. That is where you've already, most times you say, oh, if you really want to show your masculinity to a woman, you don't tell her, you must respect me, you must do everything at my beck and call, I don't want this, you don't shout. You don't shout at a woman. Make her feel she's not enough. Make her feel you're not just in love with her, that you have this abundance mindset, that you can easily replace her. Make feel indifferent. Whenever she does something, you feel you can call her out, you can tell her you don't want it, you can easily end that relationship. A woman will want you and she will always chase. This is one thing you do to really get a woman to love you like there is no tomorrow. Even when you don't even have it all, even when you don't have money, a woman can easily fall in love with you, even if you're a barrel pusher. But if you have this mentality, these are the kind of men a woman easily fall in love with without even doing too much. This is Spell Solution. The goal is for you to stay in a healthy relationship and a healthy marriage. Do what you like, Drop a comment what you think about this video. And if you see my video for the very first time, do not forget to follow my page. Thank you.